Hello, this is Alessandrina from Dexter and Alessandrina. And today I'd like to talk about emotional addiction, our addiction to our emotions. And in a way, our other addictions are very much in alignment with our emotional addictions because it's a certain energy that we're looking for and that we grab onto or we grasp for when we're addicted to substances or food or even specific relationship dynamics and things like that. So why is it important to understand that we have an addiction to our emotions? The reason for that is that if we become aware that we are addicted, for instance, to our frustration or to our anger or to our sadness or to our feelings of powerlessness or depression or whatever energies and emotions we're addicted to, if we can understand that, then we can begin to dismantle the mechanism that holds this addiction in place. Once the addiction is there, once the emotions are there in the body will crave it. Dr. Joe Dispenza does a really good job giving the basis, the scientific basis to explain this phenomenon. And so if the body is in the hormones, in the chemicals of a certain emotion, then of course the moment that we're not in that energy, the body is going to ask the brain, it's going to look for it. And therefore thoughts will come up, and also decisions will be made as to what we engage in during the day so that we fulfill this addiction, so that the body is back into its rhythm of the same energies, the same emotions being processed. So the reason that I'm covering this today is because it can be so helpful when you start to think about someone or a situation or anything in your life, to really notice when you think about that what it is that you feel. And if you notice that it will bring up a certain emotion that you might be addicted to. So for instance, if you think about someone, it brings up frustration. If you think about a situation at work, it brings up frustration. If you think about a quality within yourself or a characteristic in your personality that you also don't like, you might feel also frustrated. So it's not a coincidence, the thoughts that we grab onto, that we grasp, the things that we cultivate. It really comes from this, subconscious dynamic of reinforcing our emotional addiction so that we can feel the same kind of usual feelings, the usual emotions that we've been addicted to, that we are habituated to feeling. So when we start to realize that, then we can recall the energy in that moment, not suppress it, not suppress the thoughts, not suppress the emotion. Just realize that we have this addiction to frustration or to anger or whatever default state of emotion you have during the day. It may vary, you may have many different emotions, and you may have one specific emotion that sticks around. If you identify what that is, and then you apply one of the techniques that we share in our on our YouTube channel or on our website, a technique to release this emotion that you find out that you have, then you can begin to really release the energy from your subconscious that is calling this emotion over and over again. And as you process it out, you make room for something new. So instead of being frustrated, angry, feeling disempowered, feeling victimized in life, feeling sad, depressed, now you liberate this energy. So the thoughts are not even going to come up. The people, the situations that remind you of this negative emotion, they're not going to come up anymore when you liberate the energy. Now the energy is raw energy, and you can do with it what you wish. So you can use it for something else. So that's really the point, is really to empower you to liberate this energy that's tied up, replaying out the same emotions over and over again. And when you do that, now you have energy for life, for relationships, for creativity, and for creating whatever you choose, right? I'm sure that feeling frustrated, feeling angry, feeling out of control, feeling disempowered, feeling sad is not something that you want. It's not something that is pleasant for you. And so if you can transmute that, if you can change that, then it means you have more energy, more time, more attention towards something that you truly want. I'm seeing that people are putting comments right now, live comments. Unfortunately, I have the sun in my eyes and I'm not able to see exactly, and it's quite small on the phone. So I'm sorry if I'm not responding to the comments live. That said, I will look at them and then I will respond. And by the way, this weekend, on Saturday at 2 p.m. New York time, we will be hosting a live Q&A. And the live Q&As are really an opportunity for you to connect with us and to ask any questions, whether it's about meditation, about your meditation experience, about our meditations and the experiences that you have during them, about your emotions, your thoughts, energies that you're processing, things that are, karmas that are bubbling up in your life, and how you're essentially working with them, and how to help you work with them. Whatever question you have, Dexter and I would be very happy to help you with that. So our live Q&As, they happen about once a month, and we're really happy to help you essentially release patterns that are not helping you in your life and empower yourself to live a life that is the life that you want to live, and to really be in a creative space, in an open and expansive space. Which is wonderful. And right now we're in spring. This is a time of expansion. Nature, as you can see behind me, nature is really in a process of a creative process and a process of development and creativity. And we can harness this same energy in the spring. It's a very good time to sow the seeds of our intentions, to sow the seeds of the things that are most meaningful to us, so that we can experience them. They can begin to come to fruition, and we can cultivate them, and we can have very good results. So please join us in these live Q&As and ask your questions. They help everybody in the group who's there. Everybody is listening to the different questions, and Dexter and I facilitate each participant, looking at their questions from different dimensions, different perspectives, so that you can really receive information and support and help that is really going to help you transform yourself, remove obstacles, and find joy and happiness in your life. I hope this is helpful. Sending you all lots of love, and looking forward to seeing you this weekend. Lots of love. Bye.